Hello, hello, this is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and I'm back today, and it's a use up your scraps day after making a journal. You can hang on to your scraps, you can use them up, you can make masterboards out of them. That's something else we could do with a lot of these. You can package them all up and put them with the journal for the new owner. And I will do that with some of these things, and probably with this. This will probably go with the journal. So I thought I would go ahead and include you and show you what I'm going to do to use up a whole bunch of little scraps. So I had a piece of paper that was, let's see, it was... I think it was 6 inches high. Oh, this is 6. Okay, so it was 7 inches this way and 13 this way. Remember, this is a paper from Poland, and they use their bottom strips. You know, one side tells who made it, and the other side, it was the whole, you know, a 13-inch by 12-inch paper. So I cut that little piece off there, and then I scored it at 3, 6, and 9. So we have these. And then I used my Weir memory keepers, or whatever they're called. And sorry, I got stuff all over me. I could only punch this by 2s, but I put this in there at the biggest corner angle and punch those to get a tag shape. Now we're going to put a tag topper shape like so in there. I think that's about center. I don't really know. I don't know if this will work on the inside. We will see. If it doesn't, we'll have to repunch it. Okay, so yeah, like right here, we're going to have to punch it again just to give it a little larger opening. So right here, I took this scrap and I cut it to the length of the tag, just slightly shorter. I cut the angle with one side, and I put a thumb notch in the center. So I want to put this right here, being careful not to hit this center line. Be careful of the center line, both in scrapbooking and while you're driving. Let's just go ahead and ink that. And we'll ink this a little bit. Kind of ink and think, as it is known out here in scrapbooking world, journal making world. So the way I folded this was I folded the paper I wanted on the top, and my thought was originally that I was just going to sew it in a couple places, and then I would have a number of pockets here, and this could be a tag that gets put down in the book. So the bottom one I would have gone 3 sides, and you know, maybe I would have sewn these others. I don't know, I hadn't gotten that far, but anyway. So this is what I came up with, because I was trying to use up quite a few scraps here. I had a lot of little pieces, just, you know, by design of the journal. I wanted to, you know, get the flowers in the right spot and things like that. So you'll have to forgive my voice. It's coming and going today. When I get too tired, that's what it does. So sometimes it goes away completely for a while, And I don't know, it's really been really a weird life after COVID. A very strange life. But it's okay. I'm happy and, really healthy, not beyond healthy, but healthy enough. I'm not going to let it ruin my life. I'm going to have fun. Going to enjoy myself. See there, we've got that little bit there. So I think what I'll do, maybe, can I trace that just a little bit so I can see it with that punch? I don't know if you can see through this punch, can you? Oh yeah. Yes, you can. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back in. There we go. There it is. And then I made this tag to go in there that you could write on. Just a minute, I got a cough. Okay, I made a tag you could write on here, and I want to be sure it stays out of the way there. So that, or if we want to put little ties in each of these, we can. Now I can see I made it too wide. And I don't know what happens, I'm not going to chomp it down. And the reason I'm not is because I'd have to make a whole new tag. So we might do that. Because I can still use this tag to send with the book. So we might make a new tag that actually fits better in there. Sorry if I'm off camera. I don't know what I was doing. I was thinking you were all over there, I guess. Okay, so the next one I did was this one. I just had this little square. I cut off a little piece here. I left the height so I could use as much as I could. And I'm going to just glue it in. I'm not concerned about the color of the background on this one. It's just using scraps. So it's just a matter of getting rid of the extras because my scrap drawer actually is extremely full. I need to go through it, cut it into little squares and not triangles, rectangles and squares so that I can, use it better. Okay, I have this little tag I made. Let's turn this one into a little tag right here. I'm using the smallest chomper on this one. See, very tiny. Very tiny. And it needs a little chomper hole in it. Cutting it a little closer, Angie. Oh, Angie. So, anyway, I'm just scrapping along today. So we have those. What else could we put in there? Would this one fit? No, it's still too wide. I should have known that. Well, let's make one that fits. Ooh, look at this. You could put this in here. No, because it still doesn't fit. Because we have glue back here that has spread out when I pressed it down. Okay. Ooh, looky here. Let's do this one. It's an extra. I'm going to keep it below that and above the glue down here. And I'm going to set my timer even though it's late, because I don't want to go a zillion hours over the 1 hour mark. I'm going to go ahead and chomp that corner and that corner. There we go. Oh, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And it's got the flowers on it, so that's kind of cool. And I should have fit it into the pocket before I inked it. And I should have fit it into the pocket before I... Oh, there we go. We're good. We're good. Yay! Okay, now we have our tag. We're good there. We have some little tags here, but I feel like it needs a little bit bigger tag. So I think I'll take this piece, because you could really kind of write on there. And I think we'll make a tag that fits in here. And probably I need to come in quite a bit because of the glue, you know, it spreads out quite a bit. So you have to take that into consideration. I wonder what I did with my little chopper one. That's the one I need in here. Oh, sorry, my chair is rubbing against the table and it makes a horrible sound. It sounds like something horrible's happening. Well, anyway, I know where it's at. I put it away. not away. It's just across the room. So we'll just keep using this one for right now. If I'd have brought it over with me, that would be one thing. Chop. And chop. Now these little pieces like this you can save and turn them into little tags if you want. You could put your... Oh, and it's something I forgot to do too. You can put your... let me think. I'm getting there. Oh, you can turn these into cute little business cards just by putting your name on here, and or you could do it on like labels, and you could put a label on here with your information. But you can see it makes quick little tags. Of course that one would have to be covered, but it's something you can do with them if you're interested in that kind of thing. Okay, the big punch, the big punchy side. There we go. Now we have another tag. Now we can do this one, or we can do a different hole. If we wanna, we can do what we wanna do. Do you wanna? Oh no. Kawana. But you can see, you know, it's just quick makes. You can see, you can challenge yourself to use up your scraps at the end, and you know, so basically that's what I kind of like to do at the end of a journal, is to basically challenge myself to see what I can use. I'm going to chop that off a little bit because it is too long, it gets in the way. There we go. I'm not hanging on to that little piece, but I could if I wanted to. Of course I could. So this is just a little notebook, And you'll see here as it gets made what it becomes. Okay, spending too much time on everything, aren't I? So we have a tag, and that one's going to be too big. We have a pocket. So the pocket's going to go here. I think this pocket might be a little bit taller. Just a fraction there. A fraction taller. So not bad. Now this is also something that you could make for upcoming bazaars or shows or anything like that. If you're a paper, like to make with paper, which I do, of course. Of course I do. I have a tag that's going to go right there. And this tag is also going to be too big in the background. Just like this one. Oh, I got something in my eye. That's not very nice. So, that's not going to fit back here. But once again, we're going to put this in right here. And then I'll have to recut that hole. I don't have to, but I want to. So anyway, like I was saying, I do like to challenge myself at the end to see if I can use up some of the scraps or cut enough of them into something that the new owner of the book could use. And I think it's just kind of a nice way not to let them pile up. Now, with that said, I've already let mine pile up. So, you know, that's what got me thinking about utilizing my scraps at the end, was so that, you know, I didn't have so many. Because eventually I'd just turn around and give them all to somebody, but that can be very expensive. So, you know, in shipping. So, don't do that very often. Okay, so there we go. There we go. Here we are. Big tag will not fit. But we could make a couple of little tags that go this way. Let's try it. Should we try it? Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my gosh. What's she doing? Is she ruining it? No, she's not. But she could ruin it. Oh, I don't like that little piece right there. So I'm going to cut this one off a little bit more. It needed it anyway to match the other one. I have these little corner things all over me today. And as I walk through the house, I can see that I have traipsed through with dots and left them strewing down the floor. But it's okay. It's okay. So I'm going to ink the top. The bottom's already done because it was not 2 tags before. Let's see if it works. Man, look at that. It's just very, very close. So I need to shorten that just a little bit more. Oh my goodness. So right there, I could have put journaling cards in there. Probably would have been easier. But I didn't take into consideration all the things I was going to have to change here. But now you've got two little tags. What can you use those for? Well, I would say if you had this in your purse and somebody had to give you their email address, you could pull this out and say, please write it right here. Here's a pen. Thank you. And then you could say, I'll send you that email and you send me that information or that picture that you think that I have been wanting to see. Whatever. Oh, we already put one up front, so we don't have to worry about it here. I was gonna do something with this. Okay, set those aside. Those are for later. That could be a tag. We probably need another tag right here. Oh, that one's almost too small, isn't it? But let's go for it. Let's see what happens. And we have this ink we need to get rid of. Not ink, pencil. And I think on this one I'll do, when they're fat like this, I love this one. There we go. Perhaps you'd want to I don't know what I was going to say. I'm sorry. I had several thoughts at once and I had a good idea for you, and then I immediately thought, well, I could do this with it. Oh, perhaps you'd want to decorate these tags and put some little flowers on them, or maybe you'd like to add a little pocket here. So we'd go right above that flower and then take it off right there. Gotta remember to get my other chomper over here. Okay. There's that. Oops. I think I cut off my other piece. Right here. Okay, I'm not going to save those two little pieces. And perhaps you'd want to put a little thumb notch in here. Just like that. Little ink. So we'll see what I end up using here. You know, I'm just using small bits and pieces, but hey, when these small bits and pieces have to go into a drawer, they add up after a while, don't they? And so now we have a cute little pocket. And we need something cute to put in there, so let's put in these clocks. And we'll cut that off close over here too. There we go. Now we're adding a little ephemera to it. And we now have another one that doesn't fit. I should have measured it. Oh, we were going to put it in here. There. That's why it didn't fit over there, because I was putting it there. Okay, so what do we have next? You could do something with this back page if you want. Maybe you'd want to put a pocket back here. But I'm going to move on to this piece because remember we have this area. So I'm going to put this little journal. I already made the pages. I did some flower pages for the outside and the inside, and on the back of those I put coffee dyed paper. And that's what this is. It's just a small coffee dyed paper notebook. So we are going to punch our holes and then get it all strung up. So our center. This is 6. So our center is 6 inches. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches. So at 3. 1, 2, 3. So right about here is the center. We're about there, aren't we? Oh boy, that is so close. Okay, good enough. And string, and I'm going to tell you why I'm using this in just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm making a big long string. I don't know how much I need. I'll explain myself though in just a minute when my voice comes back. Oh, hey. Let's not play games. No. I don't know if this is my big eye needle or not. I wonder where the other one went. I mean, it is, but I wonder if it's the one I normally use. Okay. So, thought number 1. I'm going through the outside first. And then we're going to go through here. I gotta line my holes up again. There's that one. There we go. Make sure it's the right way up and not upside down. And is it upside down? Oh, if we're going through the center, we can get it at we can get it the right way. And then we're going to go through here. Like this. We're going to go through this way. I'm sorry, I'm not even on camera. It's because I have my chair out too far. Okay, so what we want to do is pull this way. Oops, I'm sorry. I just whacked you. Sheesh, I'm so sorry. Okay, not that one. Pull this one through. Right there. And pull this one up. Okay. Now we're going to come back through this hole. With any luck at all, we will make it. Okay. Normally I put my bow on the inside. Today I'm going to put a knot on the outside. Now you need to make sure these are tight enough, but don't tear your paper up. Take your needle off so you don't poke yourself with that crazy thing. And I've got way too much thread here, but bear with me. I am going to tie a knot in here. I should have done a double knot. I didn't. A double knot is left over right, right over left, that kind of thing. You got this pretty little bow. This pretty little great big knot. That's what ends up doing. That's why I don't normally do it. Okay. Then you might want to put a cover on your journal. But right over here, you can double wrap this if you want. That gives you a lot of extra string. Guess if you need string for something, you have it. And you tie your bow on this side. So there we go. Now I didn't put any things in the tags yet. We'll wait and see. I'll probably just include it with the journal with a little thank you. You know, on the package. I'll put it in a little package. But yeah, so there you go. Let's have a peek. So there's the tail. And there's our little book. And when I talk about putting tags, little ribbons up here, I'm going to put 4 different ribbons. So probably, maybe I'll put some green and some pink and some ivory. I think that would go good. So then you flip it over and you have your little booklet. This would be a good place to put some pockets as well, or some more journaling space. And we have 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have a total of 28 little pages to write on, plus what is ever in the journal. And yeah, just a nice little book to put in your purse to haul along for whatever reason. I always have notebooks in my purse. And just as soon as I take one out, I'll be darned if I don't need another one. So, thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this quick little process and gave you some ideas to use up things in your journal. I think I'll write my thank you note in here. Is this journal sold? No, it's not. Not yet, but it is for sale. All my journals are for sale. Even the ones I say I'm keeping, they're all for sale. But I gotta get them on my Etsy. You know, I'm just really having a problem with Etsy. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But I'm trying to set it up so that the shipping is free. If they, I think Etsy's limit's $35. I would like to make that, you know, $45 for shipping is free because of the price of shipping now. But I'm trying to just ship not priority, because priority gets very expensive. I'm just wanting to ship, you know, is priority first class? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just mixed up and I need to talk to post office. But I figure out my cost of everything plus what it would cost me to ship for free for the person receiving it. And, you know, that's a big expense and a big bite out of your product when you have to end up paying, you know, if I figure I'm going to pay $4.50 to ship and the person wants it ship priority, then you're spending $9.50 on postage. Well, that's a big chunk out of your, if you don't figure that into your costs, that's a huge chunk. So I'm thinking about going back to shipping charges, and then, you know, it's just the way it would be. But because I keep getting slammed on the shipping costs, so then I end up making half the journal for, you know, almost free, and I can't do that. So anyway, just talking. If anybody knows how to work with Etsy's shipping area and knows how to set it up, please contact me by email. My email is down in the description box. I would really appreciate hearing from you and some ideas on it. Okay, well, thanks for joining me today, and I will talk to you tomorrow. I will. Honest, I'll be back tomorrow. Okay, see you then. Bye.